Supreme Being.
Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back.
Nice to see you. Today we will speak about the spiritual awakening and how we twin flames actually find strength in it.
Yeah, not to get lost in the journey. We really need that strength. It's very good.
As a matter of fact, the spiritual side of this journey has helped us probably 1,000,000 times.
I think many of the things we went through that helped us might not suit everybody because we are all different anyways. Even though you could be twin flames as well in your journey, it doesn't mean that you are going to experience the same thing we did.
Exactly.
So when we give the approach for you to follow, we have to bear this in mind and give you a little bit of general approach and also our experience so that you don't so that you find some light in it.
It's just sharing what we came up with, what has helped us, and if you find that some part of it can help you as well, that's fine. You are free to take whatever you would like from what we share in terms of experience.
So there's one general thing which is also our experience. I don't know if Petya will agree with me.
Let's see.
That just because we were not together yet, this was a strength within me for us to continue, meaning like to meet, not only to meet more often, and obviously at the end of the day to stay together, to live together.
Mm-hmm.
So for the distance between the two of us was strength that I felt.
Yes,
to continue
at the beginning.
Yeah, I think everyone will agree with this, because at the beginning you really want to meet your twin, but then when you meet, you can either run or stay, right? So
yes, it's super magical, this moment before the meeting. The meeting itself is also magical. Of course, there's a lot of magic afterwards as well, but also come other things which are challenging sometimes, and we need to deal with even with everyday issues. And this on its own makes things different. I would say that before physically meeting, the connection is entirely spiritual, is extremely spiritual. So we really do work on our spiritual awakening before the physical connection.
yeah,
Is when the physical connection happens, we start to experience struggles and things come up to the surface that we didn't pay attention to. And many times they will be related with the material world. But exactly in these moments, all these spiritual insights, downloads, experiences that we have been going through together or separately or thanks to each other, have been given us probably the biggest strength to continue to move on in this journey. Because sometimes it's so challenging, you just want to quit, but then you realize that there is nobody else out there who is going to understand you the way your twin flame does, and there's nobody else that you can experience the things that you can experience with your twin. I would say that this has been the most exciting part of my life, being with you.
it's so nice to hear good news.
We went through so many adventures together, things that I always dreamt of experiencing, but I was always thinking like it would be nice to be with someone, not to be alone. And we really did many of these things, and we continue to do it.
Yes.
Like, for example, now fixing our house, doing it together, the two of us. It really is a challenge, but it's so adventurous and so I would really say it's really cool.
We actually thought it was going to be very hardcore and difficult, but it turns out it was actually quite nice.
Yes, we're really enjoying it.
If we do it the right way, it's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think another thing we have been speaking lately is the Kundalini. It really was a very big strength in not only putting us together, keeping us together, not putting, keeping. Kundalini can feel like it is there with us, and meaning like it's almost like a third party really doing something for the union to continue, because there was a part where I was feeling not very good, and we kind of like partially separated inside the same house. I already explained this before. And Kundalini
Talk to you.
technically, yes, I was between a dream and real life, and I woke up like a snake, meaning the Kundalini was really like so much within me that I became the Kundalini. And it says just go to bed with her, don't go and separate.
I also had like clairvoyant, very clear messages from Kundalini in my dreams, and not only, sometimes I'm able to connect with her just like this, and I just know what I have to do in terms of my Kundalini state of awakening. And indeed, every time the messages come from the Kundalini and you feel the connection with her in your heart, things are very straightforward. It's like a puzzle that you just know each piece where it has to go. And it's very beautiful. In these moments, you just feel so calm, so peaceful, because you know you're just doing what you are supposed to do. And I would say this is one of the most spiritual parts of the whole journey itself.
And another thing is challenges. Like for many people, challenges are what keeps them apart from each other, because it's so hard, each challenge. But to us, for some reason, the challenges stimulates us. It makes us continue, even though yes, it's like we are suffering, but it kind of gives us some meaning, or it gives us more dopamine. I don't know how to explain. Not that we like the pain, but life is very boring the way it is, meaning the separation. Separation gives us a lot of boredom, and we just don't like it. And the challenges become at least something that makes us remember how good it is to be in union. That's what I mean. Because there's so much separation all over the world that we actually like the fact that we have to keep to stick together in order to continue not only the journey, but to stimulate us and give us a big reason why we have to continue.
I think that our spiritual awakening journey together moved on in a very interesting way, beyond anything I could imagine beforehand. I was not actually imagining anything, neither I had a plan in my head how things would go or any expectations. But it has been so extremely exciting every time when we are together, and a part of the puzzle that we are trying to put together, which is like we have these big questions in front of us, like what is the matrix, who are we, what we are doing here, how are we supposed to handle it, what we are supposed to do, which way we are supposed to go, and things like this. And not just the two of us, but generally humanity, and why certain people or certain facts happen in the past of humanity-wise. We are speaking, who are these people, where they came from, all these things which are there is a lot of information about them online, but when you read it, you still feel like there is something more behind, and you just want to reveal, to open this veil, and to be able to see beyond the ultimate truth. And every time when another piece of the puzzle for us comes to its place, from this spiritual awakening, it's so exciting and so amazing. I think we would never be able to put this puzzle together alone, or with anybody else. It would never happen.
We always had help no matter what, even in our most solitude days. We were feeling alone many times, and the help was coming out of the blue. So when you trust the divine consciousness, you are well taken care of, no problem. It's when we stop trusting that the misery starts, and we don't know when it will stop. But things are well taken care of as soon as you trust everything.
I think it's a well worth video to make, how we have been helped by the divine in our hard moments.
We can even say it like this, because they recognize the divine as divine rather than other names.
We really had some extreme moments when it was just like miracles happening in our lives.
No, we can make a big video about this. There's
make a Bible.
Many things we can speak about.
Yes, so when you are with your twin flame, it's like you have more trust in the divine, more... it really takes you, moves you forward, and protects you. So yes, we still have our worries. We are human beings. That's absolutely normal. But at the same time, you just know that this superpower is there, and it's above you, it's around you, it's in everything that you do, that you breathe, that you see, and it's guiding you all the time. So there's nothing extra coming in your life, or nothing less, or nothing too much or nothing too little. Everything is just perfect.
Yeah, when we forget about it, that's how we start questioning our existence and
These
everything.
are our anxious moments.
Exactly. We just need to relax, and as long as we feel that the process is doing its thing, and if we are following it, then everything is okay. Because you have to do something as well, which means to follow the process, to follow the divine consciousness. You cannot just...
It is much easier to trust the divine powers when you're alone.
That's where...
This, we experienced it beforehand. And even when we were just communicating through WhatsApp and stuff without having met each other, it was much easier. But when you're together, because you already have someone else next to you, it's like you have to take care of yourself, but also of the other person next to you, your twin flame, and vice versa. Not just take care, but to make... It's just two different beings. It's everything comes out of your control, let's say. Until then, you are entirely in control of your life. But then you come out of control, and that's what you are exactly learning. By being with your twin flame, you learn to let go, because there's somebody else out there who is also in control of their life. That's what we have to remember. And together we can be in control of our own life together. And when I say in control, I mean like in a comfort zone, not really like we really have to hold on to something and do it this way. It's just things to flow.
There's these two big parts, major important parts in the twin flame journey. Is when you are alone, it's easier to master everything, and then you meet your twin flames like you never did anything for your life, you never grew spiritually, nothing. It's like you're starting from scratch. So it's normal. Just remember that what you learned, it's not in vain. They will come in handy afterwards. And once you start implementing these things, that when you were alone, now when you're together, it takes time. Can take years. It can take years.
As a matter of fact, I think that we don't actually know how to let go before we meet our twin flame. We think we do. We think we did let go of a lot of stuff and we found our inner peace or whatever. But that's not really so. That's just a state of mind that we enter, which is a partial illusion just to make us feel peace within ourselves. But the true letting go starts only when you have your half there next to you. Yes, we have flowers in front of the window and we're having...
There's this hummingbird. I don't know how you call this, moth bird or whatever.
Yes, it's a type of moth. It's very pretty. So I hope we managed to explain our point.
I think yes. Of course, if they have any questions, leave down below in the comments.
Yes, let us know.
And we'll either make a video or we might answer to you. We'll see how it goes.
Thank you for all our new viewers, whoever has come upon us. If you find this video interesting, make sure to subscribe. We come up with a lot of content on the twin flame journey.
We try a lot. We give a lot of effort to be able to explain to all kind of audiences that comes to us, because some people are like us, other people are not, and there's all kinds of age gap watching us from 18 years old all the way to 65 plus. So it's normal. We have to explain. And
our experiences are valid not just for twin flames, but basically for couples who are extreme opposites.
Yep. Like you are born fire and your twin flame is born in water, and you know the difference. So,
very different.
Yeah. And thank you for everyone who has bought us the book. It means a lot to us. And we also
for the super thanks as well.
For the super thanks, we are watching all this, and thank you so much. Our gratitude is very big.
Thank you, guys. Maybe we will start to mention some names. I don't know.
We will start mentioning. Yes, we will, from all the people that is joining us in our join button membership here on YouTube, and also the super thanks. We'll start mentioning.
Okay, love you guys. See you soon.
See you. Ciao, ciao.